A while back, Susan dropped a comment on one of my videos about the IBM Full Stack Software Developer Certificate on Coursera. She'd just finished the program and had some pointed questions about what comes next. Now, Susan's comment made me realize something important. While the certificate gets tons of attention online, nobody's actually breaking down what you really need to know before diving in. And I've spent considerable time researching this program from every possible angle: graduate experiences, employer feedback, and current market realities. And today, I'm going to evaluate the certificate across 8 critical factors that actually determine its value. And these include real costs, time commitment, and your genuine prospects of landing a developer role. And when we're finished, you'll know exactly whether dedicating 200 plus hours to this program makes sense for your career in 2026, or whether it'll even take 200 hours. Now, obligatory disclaimer here: depending on where you click on this certificate, there could possibly be different prices. So to check that out, click on the link in the description in the pinned comment below for your convenience. And with that being said, right after you gently tap the like button to defeat the evil YouTube algorithm, let's dive in right now. So what exactly is this certificate? The IBM Full Stack Software Developer Professional Certificate is a comprehensive program designed to take you from complete beginner to a job-ready developer. And it's a partnership between IBM, one of the world's largest tech companies, and Coursera, the leading online learning platform. And this isn't just theory. IBM designed this based on what they actually look for when hiring developers. And the curriculum covers the full spectrum: front-end technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and Bootcamp, backend development with Python, Django, Node.js, and Express, but also database management, cloud computing, and even DevOps practices with CI/CD pipelines. And the program consists of 15 courses totaling around 200 plus hours. For instance, Introduction to Software Engineering is about 14 hours, Introduction to Cloud Computing is about 12 hours, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is around 14 hours, Git and GitHub is around 10 hours, React development is around 14 hours, Node.js and Express backend development is around 13 hours, Python for data science, AI, and development is around 25 hours, AI applications with Python and Flask is around 11 hours, Django with SQL and databases around 14 hours, containers with Docker, Kubernetes, and OpenShift is around 17 hours, microservices and serverless applications is around 14 hours, and the full stack capstone project is around 16 hours, plus an assessment, which is around 6 hours, and then a little bit of extra generative AI for software development, which is around 17 hours, and a career guide and interview preparation class, which is around 11 hours. So it is a very comprehensive course, and this is a lot, especially for a Coursera course and a Coursera certificate. But what I love is that it assumes you have 0 prior experience. But here's the thing: if you're already a mid-level developer or even advanced, you might find the early modules too basic. And this is clearly targeted at career changers, recent graduates, and junior developers looking to formalize their skills. Now, the IBM branding does carry weight, and when potential employers see this on your resume, they know you've been training according to enterprise standards, not just tutorial level coding. Strong industry relevance and comprehensive curriculum, but it may be too basic for experienced developers.
Hey guys, in the editing process right now, but quick pause to give you a special deal from Coursera. So Coursera is launching its special promo offer, and this is where learners will get access to thousands and thousands of courses, and all of this for 40% off the annual subscription. Details are on the screen and you can check it out. And I remember last year they had a similar promo to this, and I mentioned it in one of my videos, and a bunch of people got into it and they were super happy with it, but a bunch of people missed out on it, and they basically commented over and over again like, hey, when is this going to be available? Well, hey, it's available right now, right? And it's only going to be there for a limited amount of time. So if you're on the fence about this, this is the absolute best time to jump into Coursera Plus. You do not want to miss out on this. So it's going to be down in the description as well as the pinned comment below. So go down there to check it out. But anyways, back to the video.
Now let's talk about time to completion. And here's where things get interesting. IBM estimates approximately 4 months to complete the entire certificate if you dedicate 10 plus hours per week, but the program is completely self-paced. And that's roughly 200 hours across 15 comprehensive courses. Now, the beauty of Coursera is the flexibility. You can binge watch modules on weekends or spread it out over a year. There are no hard deadlines unless you choose a specific session with peer graded assignments. So a lot of working professionals may take 6 to 9 months to finish this. However, if you cram on it and try to finish it quickly, you could finish it in as little as a month. And a lot of people, just with Coursera certificates in general, tend to take less time to finish these because they want to get it done quickly. So a lot of people take 1 to 2 months to finish it. So overall, when it comes to time to completion, especially if you compare this to just about any other educational standard like college degrees, which take 4 to 5 years, and boot camps, which can take up to 12 months. So when it comes to time to completion, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Next, let's talk about the cost. The certificate is gonna cost you $49 per month. And if you finish this in, let's just say 4 months, that would be $196 total. And if you plan to take multiple certificates, Coursera Plus costs $59 a month. And there's also an annual option at $399 that saves you money. And you can check those links out in the description in the pinned comment below. But here's what most people don't know. Coursera offers financial aid that can reduce costs by up to 90%. And some financial aids will pay for it in its entirety. Now, the application for financial aid takes about 15 minutes and the approval usually comes within 15 days. So if you can't afford $49 a month, then you can go ahead and check that out. Additionally, Coursera is free for the first 7 days. So you can dip your toe in, try it out, and if you don't like it, you can cancel. But just as a disclaimer, results will vary. I'm not saying you're guaranteed to get it if you apply, but what I'm saying is try it out. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. And based on data from Coursera's own reports, they approve thousands of financial aid applications. Compare this to a coding boot camp at $10,000 to $15,000, and suddenly this looks like an incredible value. Plus, you get lifetime access to the course materials, which boot camps don't offer. However, there's a catch. If you drag out completion over many months, the subscription cost can add up. So the key is committing to a timeline and sticking to it. So when it comes to cost, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Next is demand. Now, the job market for full stack developers is good. However, getting an entry-level job is very, very hard. Now, one thing I really love about this course is, first of all, it gives you a really comprehensive set of skills, but it focuses on the cloud. And this is something where, I, as a career coach, have helped a ton of people get jobs. And the ones who have cloud experience are typically the ones who get jobs much more easily. Plus, there's an emphasis on GitHub and portfolio development throughout the program, which is vital for landing your first job. But with that being said, it's not 2015 anymore. Back then, if you had just basic software development knowledge, you could land a job easily. Unfortunately, it's 2026. You have to be really good to land a job, even at the entry level. So for the demand score, I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. If you can land a job, it's phenomenal. And there's still a massive amount of demand for people who are really good at software development. But getting good at software development is difficult, especially when typically to get good at software development, you have to work in a job, but you have to be good in order to get a job. So it can be tough. With that being said, this brings us to number 5, which is salary. And here's what everyone wants to know. What can you actually earn? Well, according to current salary data from multiple sources, entry-level full stack developers in the US earn between $80,000 and $149,000 a year, with the average being around $98,000 for entry-level positions. And for experienced developers, salaries range from $91,000 to $155,000 a year. But here's the interesting part. IBM certificate holders report significant career advancement opportunities. The program prepares you for roles beyond just development: technical lead, solution architect, cloud engineer, or DevOps specialist. So the real value isn't just in the starting salary, it's in the career trajectory. And full stack developers with cloud native skills command premium salaries, especially those proficient in the modern tech stack this program covers. For instance, industry data shows that developers with containerization and cloud platform experience can see salary premiums of 15 to 25% higher compared to traditional web developers. And the combination of front-end skills with back-end skills and cloud expertise makes graduates highly versatile and valuable in today's market. So when it comes to salary potential, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. When it comes to salary, this is excellent. It really doesn't get much better than software development. But with that being said, let's move on to number 6, which is production value. So let's talk about the actual learning experience. The video production quality is professional. IBM clearly invested in high quality instructors and filming. And these instructors aren't university professors that haven't had a job in 20 years. These instructors are people who are currently in the trenches working and learning new technologies. For instance, Rav Ahuja, 56 courses, 3.9 million learners. Joseph Santacangelo, 35 courses, 2 million learners. And the IBM Skills Network team, 83 courses and 1.3 million learners. So you're learning from proven educators, not professors who are teaching you stuff that worked 20 years ago but doesn't work now. And this program really shines on the hands-on component. You get access to real development environments and cloud platforms. And the applied learning projects are genuinely impressive. For instance, HTML pages on cloud object storage, AI program deployed on Cloud Foundry with CI/CD toolchains, containerized applications using Docker, Kubernetes, and OpenShift, full database-powered applications using Django ORM, and complete microservices and serverless applications. Basically, the reason these certificates were created in the first place is these big companies got incredibly frustrated that nobody had the skill sets that they actually wanted and needed for these jobs. And so what did? They partnered with Coursera to teach people the stuff that they actually need to know. So the stuff you're learning learning is excellent. Now, based on student reviews, the community forums are active and IBM instructors do respond, though response times can vary. But for $49 a month, what can you expect? And the program is ACE and FIBA recommended, meaning you can earn up to 18 college credits and 6 ECT credits, adding serious academic value. So when it comes to production value, I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. High quality content with excellent hands-on components and academic recognition. Again, that's as good as it's gonna get for a $49 a month course. All right, number 7, chances of getting hired. This is the big question. Will this certificate actually help you get hired? Well, based on the curriculum analysis and graduate outcomes, the answer is probably not, but there's a puncher's chance for yes. Now, I already covered all the stuff this certificate is gonna teach you, and it's great stuff. It's an incredible foundation, and they're even teaching you really important skills that are gonna help you get hired. But the certificate on its own, is it gonna help you get hired? Probably not. Is it gonna start you in the right direction? For sure. Is it gonna help you get hired? Yes. Is it gonna get you hired completely on its own? No. You're gonna have to do projects. You're gonna have to build up your GitHub portfolio, and you're gonna have to showcase real competency in the full development lifecycle. Now, one thing that will help you is the IBM badge on LinkedIn. It does carry weight with recruiters and hiring managers. In fact, in many cases, they actually use these certificates to source people that are proactive enough to learn the industry standards. And so many people have commented on my channel that when they take these Coursera certificates and then they put them on LinkedIn as well as their resume, recruiters can actually find them through LinkedIn, and it's a way that recruiters can basically source people that are actively building themselves up. And according to industry feedback and job posting analysis, the emphasis on cloud native development and DevOps practices directly addresses what tech companies are hiring for in 2025. So the combination of IBM's enterprise credibility and modern technical skill creates a compelling candidate profile. But with that being said, your chances of getting hired with this on its own, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Software development is very difficult to get into at the entry level, and this on its own is not going to be enough like 99% of the time to get you hired. But it is going to give you strong portfolio development and job relevant skills. Plus, it is going to give you dedicated career preparation. So this, in combination with other things, can definitely help you get hired. Now let's talk about the overall value. So who should actually enroll in this program? If you're a complete beginner serious about becoming a developer, this is excellent value. Also, if you're a career changer, you will love the structured progression and industry credibility. And if you're a current developer looking to formalize full stack skills or add cloud expertise, you will find good value here, though you might want to skip the introductory modules or just zoom through them really quickly. So the strengths: industry relevant curriculum designed by IBM, comprehensive coverage from front-end DevOps, strong hands-on components with real tools, and recognized brand value, plus flexible self-paced learning. Weaknesses: monthly subscription can add up. Basic level may frustrate experienced developers. Community support is inconsistent, and there's no job placement guarantees. So the overall value score, I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. Absolute no-brainer, excellent for beginners and career changers, plus good supplemental training for existing developers. So you add everything up, and the final score is an 8.71 out of 10. This is a phenomenal value overall. And so my final recommendation, the certificate is definitely worth it if you're a beginner or career changer who can commit to completing this within 6 to 9 months. Skip it if you're already a senior developer or if you can't commit to consistent progress. Now, the monthly costs will eat into the value proposition, and at 200+ hours, this requires serious dedication. Now, if this review helped you make a decision, smash that like button and subscribe for more reviews. And also let me know in the comments what certificate you want me to review next. And if you've done the certificate, definitely let me know what you think about it down in the description and the pinned comment below. Additionally, if you want to check the certificate out, you can click the link in the description and the pinned comment below. And if you really want to help the channel out, if you do decide to purchase it, make sure you click that link so that we get an affiliate commission. Additionally, check out this video here where I compare some of the best certificates in the game by clicking right here.